In the heart of Hanceville, Alabama, a quiet town where trust in the badge once ran deep, a dark undercurrent of corruption has shattered the illusion of safety. It all began with a death, one that exposed the rot festering behind the thin blue line. On August 23, 2024, Christopher Michael Willingham, a 49-year-old police dispatcher, was found lifeless in his office at the Hanceville Police Department. The autopsy report read like a pharmacy gone rogue. Fentanyl, gabapentin, diazepam, amphetamine, carisoprodol, and methocarbamol, a deadly cocktail coursing through his veins. It was ruled an accidental overdose, but the circumstances were far from accidental. Investigators quickly turned their eyes to the evidence room, the heart of any police department's integrity. What they found was nothing short of chaos. The room, meant to be sealed tighter than a vault, had a hole punched through the door. A broom leaned casually against the wall, a crude tool used to jimmy the lock. Security footage showed officers and unauthorized personnel using the stick to pry the door open, entering and exiting like it was a breakroom, not a chamber of justice. Willingham himself had accessed the room the day he died, leaving with evidence that was later found scattered around his office. The breach wasn't an isolated incident, it was routine. And it wasn't just negligence, it was criminal. The investigation led to indictments against 6 individuals, each a cog in the corrupt machine. Jason Shane Marlin, 51, Hanceville Police Chief, charges: 2 counts of failure to report an ethics crime and tampering with evidence. Allegations: Marlin allegedly removed and mishandled evidence while failing to report ethics violations by his own officers, Cody Kelso and Jason Wilbanks, after being notified by the State Bureau of Investigation, SBI. Cody Allen Kelso, 33, Hanceville police officer, charges: 2 counts of computer tampering, 2 counts of using office for personal gain, tampering with evidence, and 2 counts of solicitation to commit a controlled substance crime. Allegations: Kelso allegedly solicited anabolic steroids from Eric and Donna Kelso, removed evidence from the department's evidence room, and traveled to a local hospital while on duty to receive steroid injections from Donna Kelso. Jason Scott Wilbanks, 37, Hanceville police officer, charges: 2 counts of computer tampering, 2 counts of using office for personal gain, tampering with evidence, and 2 counts of solicitation to commit a controlled substance crime. Allegations: Wilbanks allegedly used a department-issued cell phone to secure controlled substances from Eric and Donna Kelso, received steroid injections while on duty, accessed private information about 2 individuals, a John Doe and a Jane Doe, to aid a co-conspirator, and removed evidence from the department. William Andrew Shellnut, 39, Hanceville police officer, charges: tampering with evidence. Allegations: Shellnut allegedly removed or mishandled evidence from the Hanceville Police Department's evidence room. Eric Michael Kelso, 44, charges: 4 counts of unlawful distribution of a controlled substance and 2 counts of conspiracy to unlawfully distribute a controlled substance. Allegations: Kelso allegedly distributed Adderall and hydrocodone while working with his wife, Donna Kelso, to distribute anabolic steroids to officers Wilbanks and Cody Kelso. Donna Reed Kelso, 63, spouse of Eric Kelso, charges: 2 counts of unlawful distribution of a controlled substance and 2 counts of conspiracy to unlawfully distribute a controlled substance. Allegations: Donna Kelso allegedly collaborated with her husband to supply anabolic steroids to Wilbanks and Cody Kelso, even administering the injections herself. All 6 turned themselves in and bonded out of jail, but the stain on the badge couldn't be scrubbed away. The case was presented to a grand jury, which didn't mince words. In a scathing report, the jury declared the Hanceville Police Department to be more of a criminal organization than a law enforcement agency, posing a particular and ongoing threat to public safety. Their recommendations were as stark as their conclusions: that any current or former Hanceville officer indicted be suspended from law enforcement by the Alabama Peace Officers Standards and Training Commission, that the Hanceville Police Department be immediately abolished, that another law enforcement agency, whether local or state, be tasked with protecting the citizens of Hanceville, that the department's failure of oversight, leadership, training and hiring practices constituted an abuse of public trust, that the compromised evidence, routinely mishandled, was now unusable, jeopardizing countless cases. That the Hanceville jail, inspected on February 12, 2025, was unfit to house inmates or protect personnel, lacking even basic health and safety standards. That the death of Christopher Willingham was a direct result of the department's negligence, incompetence, and disregard for human life. The fallout was immediate. Mayor Jimmy Sawyer placed the entire police force on administrative leave, while the Cullman County Sheriff's Department stepped in to maintain order. An emergency city council meeting was called to decide the department's fate. Meanwhile, the Hanceville municipal judge requested a state audit of the evidence room to assess the full extent of compromised cases, though District Attorney Champ Crocker was not optimistic about salvaging prosecutions. "We will look at those cases one by one," Crocker said, "but I am not optimistic about the ability to prosecute cases with hampered evidence." For the people of Hanceville, the betrayal ran deep. Lifelong residents spoke of shattered trust, once proud to know their protectors by name, now ashamed to learn those same names from an indictment list. "We put our faith in them," one resident murmured, "and they treated us like fools." As the city awaits the next chapter, whether in rebuilding or reckoning, the shadow of corruption hangs heavy. But one thing is certain, the people of Hanceville will never look at the badge the same.